That's Evelyn's.
Behind the cake.
Oh, I hate this one.
Was this whole thing in that cell? Yeah. Literally behind the cake. I'll wait, Timothy. Let's slam that thing some more. Come on. Trigger hat.
Let's cut that dude.
Oh, touch it.
It's on his finger, Chris.
Hey, Samuel.
You gotta wait a second.
Hey, Janet, yours is not on.
It's not?
No, push the button. Push the
Oh, I
button.
didn't know it wasn't on. Is it
Push
on
the red
there?
button. Now it's on.
Okay.
It'll show you in the window where it says record.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Ricky, come up front.
Okay, hold
You
on.
can get a lot closer.
Okay, let's do this one at a time. Rick, it's your turn. Hold on.
It's over there on the table.
Right here, right here. That was a good one.
Hey, your turn, Randy. Bethany's a ham. A little ham. Get another one there, Randy. You should go the other
What are
side.
y'all for, like royalty or something? Everything that's
It's cool over here, though. We must be under a bench.
Roll it. I got another one here.
Okay. It flashed.
Over here, over here.
Mom, look at Rick. There's one.
Hi, Tracy.
You went over here from another angle, John.
Okay, come over here now, Rick. Good girl. Like her. Come on here.
One more time. What? Hey, Willie, look right over there, Willie. Willie.
Mr. Randy.
Hey, Willie.
Hi, Teresa. How you doing? Oh, really?
Mom.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, we're done now.
Oh, that's right. Oh, let's move these chairs. Cheryl. Where's
I'm gonna check out this picture. I want to show you something.
I can tell her. You come see me, come tell her. Like I said, he's gonna come.
Stand right by that table. All right, name one.
How much did it look like? All that, and then when they went back home, I got stranded at the road, flooded out, and I had to leave the car and wait out.
How was Dad when y'all got 56, he was born 44, and he was 40. Right, 40. He was about equal to that. 56, he was 16. 15 years old. He was going to turn 60.
40. Yeah, he was 15 and a half.
Iron Line. Chevrolet.
Arkansas.
cake.
One hand's a lot worse. You want some cake, cookie? What do you want? I hope they went to bed.
Plastic plates.
city, and we're real fortunate to have Randy, an outsider. And he's sort of related to Cheryl somehow. And also we have Melinda, she's down there and she sticks around with the pod all the time. And also we have Donna, and I've told Donna all about him, she's behind. We want to, after we say the blessing, we want to start 2 lines on this end, that way, that way. Come on each side of the tables, fill your plate, come over here and get your drink, and then run and get your seat.
And we have more tables and chairs in the room
We
if
have,
you need.
at this time, I want to ask Ken Howard to have the blessing.
Also, we feel thanks to you for anything blessings that you give us. There's so many we need that we only have. We thank you for the opportunity for the time to get together. Memories and for the bond that there is sometimes. We pray that you be with each one present, Father, and bless them and you would pray that they do us now. Watch over God and protect us. So we want to be here later today and travel. Watch over God and protect us. Forgive us of our sins. Amen.
I wrote.
Hey, y'all look first.
Everybody sign their name on this. Kind of looks like me. But I think here, you might have a paper right.
got something to ask you.
People never met Joyce in the
Did she ask you?
Appreciate you contributing. Also, we have the coffee ready here. Now, everybody knows you're supposed to have the skit. And last year we started with the oldest family. This year we start with the youngest and fifth family. So let's have our skit and the kids. Everybody go sit down over there next to the skit. Everybody,
Here I come again. Just say quiet real loud.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Walter Contact. I'm reporting to you live from Plymouth Rock, Thanksgiving Day, 1621. I have here with me Chief Pushpataha. And this is Pocahontas, his beautiful, beautiful, very, very, very pretty girl, okay? Chief, what do you think of all the ships that come in with black people in the last few days? Thank you. Chief, here, come on a little bit closer, a little camera gets better. Chief, what do you think of the Washington Redskins getting beat by the Dallas Cowboys here a couple of weeks ago?
We still next time.
Okay. I understand, Chief, that you're trying to marry off your beautiful daughter here. Pocahontas, you got anything to say about that?
We want to melt.
Chief, that sure is a pretty blanket you got there. Can you tell me where you got that from? Walmart. Chief, what do you think of this beautiful Thanksgiving feast we just had? Back to you, Peter Jennings in New York. Thank you very much.
And the rules say that the activities coordinator does not have to have anything special. Actually, I didn't really have a lot of time to write a poem, which I started.
Excuse.
I have a poem started about my first sisters-in-law all who married into this family, but I just didn't quite. We're awfully glad that everyone came today. Since the last time we were all together, which was almost 3 years ago, we have some new additions to our family, and we're real pleased to welcome them, the little ones. And the next year, and probably before we get together again, we're going to have several more new additions. So we're really excited about that. But thank you all for coming. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay.
No, give me time.
It ain't coordinated. We couldn't get enough time.
You got a letter?
I know, we couldn't get us together.
I'll just tell something funny and
Well, just stand up and give everybody
We gotta take that, we can't eat. We don't have
Tommy, I just want to tell a little incident about when you were little. You have to be over here.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble.
Donna got to leave the room right away.
Donna, you come up here with me. That's how cruel and Joyce was.
Come on.
I think all of you know that Todd came in here where we used to live. It was a four-room house with a porch. Well, they would move into Dallas, into the big city, and Mama wanted to come back to the farm, so we'd have the honor of taking care of them every once in a while when we were kids. Their mother would make sure their white shirts were straight in their dress pants, and we'd haul them off to Sunday school to church. And they were good little boys. He would stay in the nursery. The others would go in the Frida and Todd played in one nursery, and I think Ricky went to church. One day this nursery worker said, I don't know what's wrong with this baby, but you know, he was always a good boy. Could you tell me why he cried all morning long? I said, well, I have no idea. He seemed to be good till I got him ready for church. So, we go home. I said, well, I believe I'll put his shoes off the first time. Now he got his shoes off, he's happy little boy. It seemed that in ain't Joyce getting him dressed, his little toe got twisted in the shoe just a little bit. So we had to give them misery at the nursery on account of Joyce, but he was a real good little boy after that.
Actually, I met Donna this morning for the first time, and Timmy wasn't there, so I told Donna Timmy's problem, and two of them being that he has epileptic seizures and went to bed. I noticed Timmy was on this side of the room, and she was on this.
I just want to say that was the opportunity for me to do my first surgery. I amputated the toe.
All right, now Ralph, the hand of Sam is supposed to do the skit, so it's your time now.
Well, you got it back here.
No. Chicken. I gotta have something to play now.
There's a tape player. Just a second. Excuse me, Tim.
That's fine.
Read this, John.
Just use it and just plug it up.
Right over here, John.
Thank you very much.
Is this,
This is our Christmas tape from Miss Patrick. This is our reunion, folks. All my kids made it. Sorry about y'all. But,
This is the one we're supposed to have last Christmas.
Yeah.
Stanley and his family.
and Sheila's. But this is from this past Christmas.
Ready?
Let's use one on the right. You have to use one on the right, Janet.
Why don't you tell me that one?
No, you better.
you know the right, Jenny.
Stanley's daughter wrote and composed this, y'all.
You ready?
Ready?
Action.
Put me
You
in.
got to take that out.
Hey, wow.
Christine,
Nibble your fingers off? Okay. Don't move it, please.
While they play it, now I'll read your going.
Okay.
This fits the Howard family real good. A family. Sometimes being family means more than just smiles and good times. It means caring for each other and building bridges of trust. It means not being afraid to ask and answer difficult questions. It means accepting one another for what we are. It means pulling together when things get rough. It means knowing that love will be there no matter what. Thanks for being our family.
Walter, you brought a blank tape, that's what it is.
No, it's not blank tape. If it's not put blank, y'all don't wipe it up. Cheryl is bringing her.
How about,
Okay, y'all didn't bring it.
Here, together.
Put something on it.
it's,
That's just the snow was falling that day.
It was
Think
doing
that's
something.
Well, did you have to put it wound up when you brought it over here?
It was sitting exactly on
This way. You get it here directly.
Well, should we say that so
I
loud?
thought we almost got it.
Wait, we get his way out and doing all this over here.
It's no time to diet. It's no time for watching your weight. You like turkey, you like ham, you can't deny it. Now's the time to fill up your plate.
Dashing through mashed potatoes and candy yams. Don't forget the rolls and gravy. There's nothing big and lazy. Christmas time is no time to diet. So grab a fork and dive right in.
Christmas time is no time for it. It's the time for cheese and dip. This time for Christmas. We'll work out.
Dashing through mashed potatoes and candy yams. Don't forget the almond dressing. Hurry up and take a dressing. Christmas time is no time to diet. So grab a fork and dive right in. Yum, 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 yum. No time to diet. Yum, 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 yum. You can't deny it. Dashing through mashed potatoes and candy yams. You're so full of feeling mellow, but there's always room for jello. Christmas time is no time to diet. So grab a fork and roll up your sleeve, roll up your sleeve. You can make a resolution on New Year's Eve. Very good.
Make me wanted to play it, but this got grown up.
The poem Sheila wrote and is titled "The Gift of Love." A butterfly is a sign of freedom, a circle is a line unbroken. A rose is the gift of beauty, a dove is a love unspoken. Some of God's signs are given to reassure us that He hears, that He cares and He knows of all our pain and tears. In the time before us, the child came to be, to teach us God's love, to set our souls free. He lived God's way, and He died to show that all life is eternal, and eternity we shall grow. And as God is my Father, and He is God's Son, His love comes through others, so treat all as one. Just a solemn moment in prayer to thank God for living, and wish His Son a happy birthday, and thank you for all He's given. Happy birthday, Jesus, and thank you for your life lived. She was around 1990.
Okay, how about next girl? I know you.
All by yourself, huh?
And my mother has a big mouth and my daddy has a big mouth, so they will soon be forgiven for the fact that they can't keep their mouth shut. So, I think think since we've already had a prayer for our food, I think we should say another prayer. So if you all please close your eyes and bow your heads. Everybody close your eyes and bow your head, okay? Everybody! Dear Lord, we just want to thank you for this day and all the fun we've had here today. And I thank you for marrying off my older sister and for marrying off my younger sister and for giving my littlest tiny sister a boyfriend. And thank you for this ring that Randy gave me a few days ago. Amen.
Randy, you'll be sorry, son.
Well, let's get a picture of Randy and it's your turn now.
Randy, you want to speak? Huh? You want to make a speech?
You don't
Go
have
ahead.
to say anything.
Feel free here.
You're a great man.
Randy, all we want to hear from you, son, is I do.
I just want everybody to know I got the greatest excuse in the world for not knowing anything. I'm an ag.
I was telling Randy this morning that the Texas Aggies and the Oklahoma Sooners had a fight last week across Red River. The Texas Aggies threw dynamite over to the Sooners, and the Sooners lied it and threw it back. It's time for next girl.
Anybody else in Ken's family? I'm sure there is.
Huh?
Anybody else? Miss Wayne.
Yeah, anybody else has anything? Be sure to tell me if you have something. Oh, girls.
Oh, and the wedding will be in March, so y'all save your nickels so you can come then.
And you can't come send money.
Yeah, excuse me.
Do I have to? Yeah.
You have to go, Janet.
We're gonna sing, because that's all we can do.
Sheriff,
I have a story to tell.
Save about 30 cents by then, that's how much it costs me to get there.
I have a story to tell. Tony was talking about his first surgery, and I gotta tell you what his first surgery really was. Now, he probably doesn't remember this, but I remember it vividly. When we lived in Temple, remember? They turned the attic into the bedroom for Janet and I, and the ceiling was real low. And they used to come over every Sunday afternoon. And all of us would just beg Tony to play with us. But the only time he would ever play was if we'd play hospital. So we were playing hospital. We were playing hospital, and Tony was the doctor, and Amber was the nurse, and all the rest of us were the patients. Well, Tony decided that I had a broken leg and that it had to be amputated. And the next thing I knew, he had a kitchen knife. He was coming after me with this thing, and I screamed the house down. And so all of our parents couldn't charge
going to sing at my funeral. And since I probably won't be able to hear too much, and I want to hear it now.
Broken ages? Okay. You probably have more alcohol.
I have been sick, I just want you to know.
Let's don't put any modern jazz in there. It can be hard, I know, but I want it some kind of sad.
Thank you, girl. That was real good. That first song you sang there, you were together except for a couple of places. One of you went up, one of you went down, one of you sang the middle. Other than that, anybody else in that particular part of the family had anything?
The rest of it is.
You know, Randy, when he first met Ken, he walked up to Ken and he said, Mr. Howard, he said, you know, he's trying to make a good impression. And he said, Mr. Howard, does your dog bite? And Ken said, no, my dog don't bite. So he reached down, he patted that dog, and that dog bit him on the hand, and he jerked his hand up, and he said, Mr. Howard, you said your dog don't bite. And Ken said, that ain't my dog. Now, it's time for my part.
That really isn't what the thing was. When Randy came up the first time, I thought quickly, you know, since I have an application blank for all these guys, I better do a quick quiz and find out just exactly what we were dealing with. So I said to him, there's a quick test I've got to kind of qualify you if you want to see one of my daughters. And I said, there's 3 questions that I have to ask you. The first one is, how many days of the week start with T? And I said, then the second one is, how many seconds are there in a year? And then the third question is, how many D's are there in Dixie? Being an Aggie, he was quick to respond. He said, well, so that's easy. The first one said there are 2 days in the week that starts with a T, today and tomorrow. He said it's called the second question. There are 12 seconds in a year. There's January 2nd, February the 2nd. And he said, as far as the third one is concerned, there are 1,184 D's in Dixie. And that one really got me. I could see the others because he got them right. But he said, I said, how did you find that out? He said, well, I counted them. He says, da-da-da-da-da. So you got 2 out of 3 right.
You will pick something?
Yeah. First, do you grandkids recall digging potatoes?
No, never.
All of you do. Wasn't it fun?
Oh, wow.
Well, we grew lots of potatoes this year, but we didn't have any potato helpers. I got to stay home and cook lunch and take care of Samuel for Frida so she could go down to the potato patch. Well, I decided I'd wander down after lunch. Well, Cheryl had cashed an inch and well, Randy might drop by on his way from DeKalb back to Houston. So I said, okay. Well, I went down to the potato patch and Frida sorted out these little potatoes and I picked them up and we got them all up, put them on the truck. And so she said, well, what are we going to do next? I said, I think we need to go home and get a bath first of all. But I casually mentioned that Randy might drop by. And Ken said, "Oh, you think so?" I said, "Well, that's what Cheryl said." So, old David and Ken made up, well, if Randy came by, they weren't going to ask him in the air-conditioned house. They was going to sit on the front porch and see how long he'd sit with them. See what kind of boy this was. He said he knew about farm labor. Sure enough, when we got back to the house, Randy drives up about that time because Cheryl's already at our house. And Ken said, "Well, we're awful dirty. We'll just have to sit down on the front porch." So they sat down on the front porch and they visited till the sun got over here. Then they get back on the back porch. I think Randy sat with us for 2 hours just avoiding the sun. I'm glad he's going to be a part of the family now. He might get to help dig potatoes next year.
I've never met Randy, I haven't had the pleasure, but in Randy's defense, I need to say this. Do you know what to call him after he graduates?
What's that?
Boss.
Hear that, Sherry?
Hey, I'm glad Joyce mentioned potatoes because that reminds me when Mr. Tony back there and let's see, Stanley and Robert, and we visited the Perunie one time and he had a whole pile of potatoes on his front porch, those great big potatoes. And we stayed inside for a while, came out, and Tony and them boys and throw some potatoes in the creek at Perunie. We had to send them down there to go and bring them back up on the front porch and wash them off. Yeah, no shit, you did, no. Hey, here's a man that can verify that potato.
That's not very special. You can verify the tail. Bringing the skunk home in a paint can to mama bought.
I wanted to.
What about your girl?
Huh?
Your girls are next.
My girls, I know that. Which one of you girls, Cindy, you're the...
Michelle's gonna say one and then Cindy's got one.
Oh, Michelle.
All right.
Get up there. You've been practicing this for weeks, come on.
She wrote it on the page, make an announcement. Before she sings her song, I forgot to tell her. We're gonna get a new grandbaby in May. Miss Eula Annette Howard's gonna have a little girl.
Oh.
We don't really know.
Well, the best one's gonna be born in January.
And, yeah, in June. And in July, Miss Pamela, even though she won't get up and announce, is gonna get some little grandson.
All right.
So we'll expect 4 grandbabies.
Every chance I get.
Okay, this is my best granddaughter so far. Oh.
Can you stand up? Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanksgiving now.
Speak loud.
Alright. Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there was a little mouse just as white as snow. The little mouse was happy with everything he had, clothing, food, and shelter, and a loving mom and dad. One day, the little mouse sat down and began to pray. To somehow show his Savior he was content in his way. One day, his beloved Savior told him exactly what to do. He sent to plant a harvest until it grew and grew. One day, when it was ready, the mouse and his family, too, adorned their little table with lots and lots of food. They prayed to their Lord Jesus and were pleased with what they had, and they would celebrate Thanksgiving annually just as they planned. The moral of the story is to gather every year and celebrate things you got and spread your happy cheer.
Patty?
That was-
Did you write that?
That was wonderful, Michelle.
I want to, it occurred to me here to ask you if you knew what the sign of old age was. The sign of old age is when you're standing out in your front yard and a beautiful blonde walks by and your pacemaker opens the garage door. Now there's Perunie and Ralph and Ken don't have to worry about any of that. They don't have pacemakers, but they don't have to worry about blondes anyway. Now, maybe it's time for you to do it, baby.
I suppose. Now, I wrote this after
grandma almost ran over a dog. Well, yeah.
You got pictures?
Well, it's just in here with my picture. Okay.
It's show and tell. Tell us about Lauren before you start.
Oh, okay. Lauren is 3 feet tall, at 2 years and 1 month, and weighs 35 pounds. And she's the best. Okay. Anyway, Aunt Kathy sent me this letter one day and told us to write a skit about Tony being a new daddy. But we didn't have time to do a skit, so this is what you get. Ready? Drive me thing, Mikey.
No, you're beautiful.
Well, here we are again this year, but a few things have changed. We have some loved ones missing, and it seems a little strange. But let's be glad of those who came and enjoy our time together. Because last time we tried to do this, it got canceled due to weather. Now, Aunt Kathy wanted a funny skit to poke fun at parents-to-be. Sorry, but when we left Judge Bean's last night, we were too tired to even see. Anyway, it won't be hard to figure what will occur. When Sandy says, Tony, it's time, things will go a blur. You see, Tony's a real smart fella, it's true. But the day the baby comes, his dumb side will come through. We'll probably forget where Bayfront is, which in his sleep he knows the way, and have to call the Bayfront chopper to get them there that day. Let's see, Mark, Bob, Zulu, Horatio, Egbert, or Sid. Will Sandy and him agree upon a name for this poor kid? I'm sure when all is said and done and that little boy is here, no one will care what he is called. He'll just be plain old dear. With parents like Tony and Sandy, he'll be the most loved under the sun. And hopefully, Tony finally will understand where babies do come from. Loving little sisters. We've had children before he did, and now we're watching hide our Snickers. Even though he's always been so tough and big and strong, Tony's Jr. will reveal the side we know's been there all along.
Actually, most of you don't know that Sadie would have been an actress if it hadn't been for me. She played in The Sound of Music one time, and she played I can still hear her say, Papa, Papa. And I teased her so much about it, she quit. What?
One of them.
We get a director this week?
Officer? Anybody else have anything they'd like to say?
I was going to get one, but I've been told already I won the Golden Bedpan Award for my acting debut. So.
I have an announcement here, and I want to give Uncle Perunie a chance. Do you have anything you want to say?
Tell a story, Peter.
Tried to get Jean to get up and sing a song with me, and she wouldn't do it.
Don't get him to laugh, don't get him to tell no stories.
We ain't got that much time.
Charles, you have an acknowledgement.
I'm not through yet.
Oh, okay. Don't forget.
I wanted to remind you, please, to donate to these two funds over here. You really do can, and you put it in the hole. There's somebody that volunteered to put it in the hole for you. We do want to announce too that Perunie says, all you guys with these cameras, he calls them fancy cameras, that wants to come over and get some longhorns, some real Texas longhorns on the camera. He's got a couple of them over there, and he's right, he's got some good longhorns. So
6 foot spread.
over 6 foot, no, not 6 foot, over 6 foot. Don't never tell the truth, go with exactly. About 6 foot spread. Also, we want to recognize our dearest friend playmate down through the years, old Billy Proctor and his wife Helen.
The big new fat
Y'all know Billy plays the piano and the fiddle and guitar and everything about it, and me and Dave really taught him years ago.
Could he play something that we could all sing, one song or something?
All right, what song will we sing?
Billy? What's something we'd all
Rock
know?
Raises. And Kathy wants to sing a song, so let's
What
sing.
song?
I dropped my dollar in the dirt.
Donna, can you play Precious Memories?
No.
Can anybody?
I bet there's a songbook up there.
Why don't you lead it and we don't play without.
The piano's not tuned.
Okay. Donna,
Oh, like, we ain't gonna be tuned. It'll be just right. I let my senior come.
Donna,
We're jamming there.
Donna, you play that. Hey, Donna, you play that. Don't you have the green music? Don't you have the green music?
That was not the great piano playing.
You're wearing
we all know the
Well,
words.
undoubtedly, the Baptists believe in precious memories. I just like to say something, We were looking at Mama Hard's quilt one time. Remember that pretty quilt that Marie had all drawn hands for? And she took it, she showed it to her, I think, first, gave her the top, and then Marie took it back, and and all this, and she was having all this play one day, and she was talking, she was just trying to guess whose hands were different ones without going up and reading them. Directly she said, well, that was yours, Joyce. I said, how do you know that? I can't see that far away. And she said, well, it's a big old fat, short fingers. That's a working hand. She said, you'll have to work all your life. Well, that's about right, I guess, but aren't you glad we can work? But another thing she reminded me of several months before she died, and I don't think she had any idea, because she'd been telling us how healthy she was, and had this checkup with Perunie down at Stockton White and everything, and tell me how healthy she was before I went for my last knee surgery in St. Paul. And she said, one of these days, we're not all going to be around here. And things just got to keep on. Potato patch got to be planted. People got to be buried like usual, and everything else. Now, you people's left in the community is just going to have to do what we used to do. So she wanted us to keep on these traditions. She said, above all else, try to keep the family together. If you don't get to meet every year, try to meet, at least every other year. So I think that's good that we can still meet together and carry out the wishes of Mama and Papa Howard.
We have found a song that everybody knows, and it's very appropriate for this occasion.
And Donna can play it.
And Donna can play. Then after that, we'll do the applause for the winner. We've got to
Well, I
have.
don't think we need to do that part.
Well, we got to have them all parade behind.
Okay, who's got a lead singer?
Donna.
Donna's playing.
Donna, you play.
This is
Donna, you
something.
want to lead sing? Cindy? Billy? You want to lead?
What was that?
Blessed be the
You want to
tie.
lead? You want to lead sing?
What was that?
I think it's
Does anybody know Blessed Be the Time?
Everybody knows Blessed be the tie.
Everybody know Blessed Be the Time.
You can mumble if you don't know the words.
Blessed be the time. say if you wanted everybody to pray by here and see who can get the child.
Yeah, we ought to have some applause for those who wrote poems and skits and so forth. Michelle and Angie.
Let's have all of them.
Anybody have anything else to say?
Cindy?
Yeah. I want to say something to Randy. Randy, us girls do protect you from the rest of these heathens that's giving you a hard time.
Come on, go up there.
Yeah, but that ain't very good protection. Now, that's not
It's worked for a few years, 36, 37, 38, something like that. It works.
For all of our talented relatives, let's have one big round.
If we don't have anything, you have something?
No, we have another engagement we have to go to, and gotta get that child home and bathed and dressed, and I gotta take care of them too. But no, we have to go, we were supposed to be there already.
I'm glad you got to see us.
I'm glad y'all got to see me. I see everybody plus more.
Now, make sure you pray, my God.
Hey, where's Maria?
Are they going home, Nathan?
Well, find out.
You know, we should have had a family picture before everybody left. We having a hard time to watch. Hey, wait, Rick is not leaving, is he?
Come on, we gotta get a picture right quick. You know how these Howards are. Come on.
We're going to the barn, some of us. You want to go to pictures them longhorns?
Yeah.
Well, all over
Back there.
town.
Find my watch for me?
We had one person for every day. Nobody was put out. We didn't need anybody to come out all right.
Yes, Harry finally kind of turned blonde in here.
Is it on?
Feel better?
Hmm?
That neck feels better?
He doesn't feel hot.
Better hurry, you don't need the family picture before everybody gets down
Everything
here.
out of it, but he's getting it ready.
Hey, we're taking a picture, boy. I'm going. They're all down on the hill. Why not over Riverside? Come on down.
Why don't you take it to the bathroom?
Hey, Tony.
Are you going?
Hey! Hey!
Is that all that's going out there?
Are we just gonna get everybody to cheer then?
Janet is supposed to be taking our pictures because all of our cameras.
You say you want some pictures on camera? Who wants to be first?
Her name is Becky. Her name is Becky, man.
Pam, come out here. And what's wrong?
All right.
Oh, there you are.
Uncle Jordy getting their sugar. Uncle Jordy getting their baby sugar. Oh, Uncle Jordy getting their baby sugar.
Put it
Their baby sugar. Oh, little sweet old baby.
Why do I use this on outside?
All right, how did everybody else?
Why?
Come here, Nathan.
Hey, Chris, come get this.
Closer, friends.
There, that works. Gotcha. Okay, stay like that.
I'll look for it again in a few minutes because I just did
Wait.
Mom! Hold it.
Say smiles on there.
My nose is going to
Okay, are we through? Yeah. I know.
Y'all get y'all please. Y'all get together. Hey, y'all get up there.
You want to get on the telephone?
Stay the Longhorn.
Kathy, get with y'all.
Yeah. Kathy, can you come with us?
That does fine. That's it.
All the horses.
Yeah.
Get closer together.
Oh, how close you want?
Okay, all right.
I feel lazy.
Put it down. Go run. Use up all that energy.
Hey, Brandon, we're supposed to stand over there with Blake.
What about that? Oh,
Is it Randy?
this is Randy. This is Uncle Ralph.
All right, nice to meet you.
Sit in. Come here.
Here. Now you're up here. Oh, wow, this is fun, isn't it?
All right. See here,
Hold on, Steve.
Doesn't he know that we take pictures?
Well,
Come on, take another photo.
You all go ahead and let me take one with Charles' camera.
Be sure and point toward the faces. Don't cover the...
We don't have to see him talk.
She did.
Don't, Nate.
Okay, that's all right.
Wait a minute here, hold it.
Bethany.
Anthony, fall off the car. Hold her up there, Misty, while I'll take the picture. Get up there on the car. Misty.
Let me get Papa to the right.
You want to sit
gonna hang out of your mouth though? Usually she's just up here and you can kick her out of the way.
We'll go see the other.
A little bit too many. Yeah, but see a plastic
Here.
stool
Oh, look out there. No.
Sell a shirt like that. I thought that it'd help her, but I'm gonna take it off in a bigger thing.
Watch where you're stepping now.
You wanna ride this mule?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
She ain't never been rode, but fella told me one time he had got on her and she didn't move. And she got crippled, got to looking bad. Over. Fella raised her from a big mule colt. Was there in New Boston. I used to load logs for him. He had two of them. The other one looked just like her, but he's horse mule. And I went down to see him about it, heard he wanted to sell them. I said, I haven't got them. He said, horse mule died. Stuck a nail in his foot, didn't even limp, but he died. And said, the mare mule swapped her off. I went down and the fella had her and I said, I want to look at that coy Strickland mule. She was pretty and fat and shirred up slick. We went down a little ways, she just come up and met us. You just prop your arm up on her hips or anything, she's plumb gentle. Well, I said, how much you want for her? He said, I don't want her. He said, I got her to keep. He said, she's a plow mule. Well, I said, Coy told me he used to drive them down to the, when there's a 3-year-old in the feed store, turn them around and back them up and never touch a line. Well, he said, Coy didn't tell me, I was riding with him. I seen him do it. So I'm going to plow that mule. I said, well, if she hadn't been too high, I might try to buy her. He said, she'll be too high. Guarantee you that. I said, how much? He said, 800. I said, I believe I'll take it. He looked kind of funny a little bit. All right. Well, I just got her. Well, I give about 12 for that gray one there.
Yeah.
And that black one, she's just a 3-year-old. I just bought her a week or two ago. She ain't broke or nothing. And I give 900 for her, not broke.
I don't think I've ever hunted these parts. E-way. Like good 1,500, I'd say. Yeah, probably so. Pretty big.
Lots of mule there, not big goats. I mean, all big mules.
Half my kinfolk live in San Antonio.
Perunie, do you use them at all? Besides for the shows, do you use them at all?
Do I use them at all?
At all? For plowing?
Oh, yeah.
Where at?
Oh, well, see, I've got a live salt. And I put 3 mules to it. It's a breaker plow. Put 3 mules to it. There's a pretty work, the best work is in a 25 years. I've got a long bracket. All I gotta do is be still now.
Oh, yeah.
He's just gentle as he can be. You just ain't used to it. That's all.
Watch it.
Oh, oh, kid. You be still. Oh,
Y'all watch if he goes around the circle here.
you be still. Let me get there. Be still. Oh, kid. Get hold of his mane. And don't be waving your hand around. That'll really scare you. And if he scares, as I said, you'll just slip off of him and be all good.
Where's your camera, Michelle?
Come on, now, quick.
Did you bring your camera up, Michelle?
His name's Billy the Kid, Michelle. Go, hey, Billy.
Hang on. You're just going to walk you around.
Hold tight if you don't, you'll fall.
Look at that.
I'll ride with her. That was fun.
Girl, isn't that fun?
Now, what do you think about that? Huh?
Nose of yours jealous.
Down there.
Brother ride him?
Like, you just have to hang on. He wouldn't. That was
I'll teach kids to
fun.
ride him.
Daddy,
They
that
won't
was
be gentle as a dog, but they
Daddy, that
Yeah.
was
I can't. I'm not
I'll
too
get on
big.
with
Just
you.
hang on to the hair.
I'll get on
Like
with
Brittany. He's just gonna walk you around there a little bit.
Yeah, he is broad, ain't he?
Use both hands, Blake.
Well, I remember riding the horse very back in my skin, and the bones sticking up there, boy, and one man.
Now, what do you think about that?
We went a couple times before when they was about 2.
So do I. Daddy, nobody to
That little old black mule has been rode, but she just mean as a little old baby rattlesnake.
Huh?
When you first get on her, she's probably mean enough she hits you a little.
Michelle, wait, look back and say hi.
Oh, I can't tell which one's the horse's butt.
I can't understand it over there.
Wait, Michelle. Wait.
I can't.
Come on, cowgirl. Yeah, let's get your rope.
I was afraid she's gonna kill me is what I'm afraid of. If I ever get a car with a bag in it, passenger bag preferably, and she drives, I'll be a lot better. There's lots of birdies. Oh shucks, my t-shirt was in her car.
Yeah.
Don't you know the birds migrate to Texas?
Well, here we got. Why are we coming to the
Go back to Dallas, then I'll finish those birds.
Hey, hold on, Nathan. We're gonna go for a ride. You ready? Hold on your truck. Hold on your little seat in your truck. Hold on with both handles there. Hold on your handles. Don't hold your daddy. He ain't going nowhere. Now you may wanna. We'll see.
How are you going to do that?
Huh?
How are you going to put popcorn?
Because it's time to go home.
Don't say it's home, it's home.
Oh, it's the farm, that's right.
Yeah,
Is this fun?
yeah.
You having fun riding in the truck?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you cold?
My coat's out of long.
It is.
Yeah, I should get it.
You should.
I should, because I'm being cold.
You are.
Hmm?